Do you know who I am?
Oedipus!
That is right.
Oedipus.
Do you know why I am here?
Yes, I've heard many complaints about you.
Many complaints?
Many. A little bit more than that. The whole country's up in arms.
Up in arms?
On the file.
Why?
Well, apparently, from what I've heard, and from what I've received, actually, you committed first-degree murder.
First-degree murder?
Yes, by killing your father.
My father?
Not only that, you slept with your mother.
Slept with my mother? That is preposterous. I have never done such a thing.
And you have shamed your entire country.
My entire country hates me.
Despises you. Absolutely.
Do you know the consequences for lying to a king of my stature?
There is no lie, sir. Here. The file lays before your hands.
So it does. In that case, how can you prove me innocent?
Well,
let me start off by saying this, young man. Right now you have bitten off a little more than you can chew. I have been the king of this land for one reason and one reason only. That is because I am the proud solver of the Sphinx, which actually saved all my people from rotten, evil plagues. Now, I have given you a job, and that is to prove me innocent of all these preposterous charges by any means necessary. If you shall fail, I shall have your head.
Sir, I do apologize, but it won't be an easy task. You are in deep shit, if I do say so myself.
Deep shit?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I mean...
What type of shit? Cow shit? Dog shit? Cat shit?
The type of shit that gets you banished from countries, actually.
That's some shit.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you have killed your father. And not only that, you slept with his wife, your very own mother. How is it possible to cook up a defense?
Maybe I was drunk.
Perhaps you've taken too many Oreos.
Wait a minute. I know who is to blame. The oracles.
The oracles.
They're always upstairs in heaven smoking that hashish.
Those bastards, they must have been on something.
They must have been on something trying to frame me. They must be jealous of all the success I've had.
Perhaps.
And besides, there's this guy named Thebes who seems to have it in for me. You have any information on that?
I don't know, but this is Tiresias' charge against you. You are the curse. The corruption of the land.
Bullshit! So tell me, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you know of this blind man? Titan.
Titan. I do believe you mean Tiresias.
Tiresias, that is his name.
He has quite a charge against you, actually. And he says, you are the curse. The corruption of the land. How do you plead?
How do I plead? Are you really asking me that question, man?
Yes.
I'm the savior of the people. I saved you and your family from plague, and you ask me here today, how do I plead? No, let me ask you, how do I plead?
He's not guilty.
Not guilty, of course! Jeez, man!
But this man has a PhD in prophetology.
Prophetology? Did he get that from DeVry? Because that's not a real degree. Anyways, besides the point, isn't he blind? That man can't see left from right. He can't even get his carriage from one end of the street to the next.
But that's some help.
For God's sakes, man, he doesn't even know if the sky is blue or if the trees are green.
He must be getting paid.
Must be getting paid? Now that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's a conspiracy. You know who he must be getting paid by?
No, I don't.
That man, Creole. They want to see me fall.
Creole, do you mean Creole as in the brother of your wife?
The brother of my wife, yes, that Creole. He's always had an eye out for my carriage. You know it's got 22-inch bling-bling on it. And not to mention, I've got plenty of women. You should come by the house sometime. We could boogie down.
Perhaps after we've won this legal battle.
Perhaps after we win this legal battle. Did you know that this is a platinum staff? Any which way I want it, people command and shake in their boots. Watch. Now shake around. Shake, man! Shake!
I'm shaking, sir!
Again, I am the king.
Platinum.
It's platinum.
Yeah.
So you can see why people would desire a position of mine. You can see why the people now want to see me fall. There are corruptors out there. There are people trying to shame my name and trying to take my throne. Isn't it obvious that it's simply jealousy and resentment, the reasons why I'm being accused? And besides, my father, Laius, was killed in a robbery. It took years and years and years and thousands of dollars of therapy to get me through this. Sometimes I still wake up at night and I cry and suck my thumb and I look for my mummy and her teat. I'm looking for support, man. It's very hard. I dealt with it for a long time. I dealt with it a very long time. I just didn't know exactly what to do after the loss of my father. And again, it was through robbery and not through me. That is just one of the most preposterous things I've ever heard. In fact, if it were coming from anybody else, I would have had them killed. But I cannot kill a blind man.
Yes.
Don't you agree?
That's just too low of a blow. Get acquitted. The glove does not fit. We will have to call in many witnesses.
Like?
Somebody that believes in you, first of all. Perhaps the shepherd. We need to discredit him.
The shepherd isn't happy with his life. I mean, for God's sakes, how great could it be tending to a bunch of sheep?
You're right. Why do people put so much belief in him? Beyond me.
That's beyond me. It's probably the oracles again.
The oracles.
It's always busting my balls.
I believe the oracles may be behind all of this.
How so?
In fact, they were the ones who first declared the prophecy of Oedipus killing his father and marrying his wife. Of course, they would be the ones who are after your throne. Maybe they are helping Creole.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly why they're helping Creole. You're a genius.
As are you. It seems like you've been fighting a pretty unjust path all by
Very
yourself,
unjust.
but now you
But
will not have.
can we go back to the genius thing? Aren't I a greater genius than you?
Yes, you are, sir.
How much greater? Like this much greater or this much?
Exponentially greater.
Exponentially greater. Thank you. I just wanted to put that on record. Fate. They speak of this fate, man.
Yes.
Exactly what is it?
Yes, I hear that a lot too. How people say, oh, it is his fate to fulfill this and fate to do that. But the dictionary defines fate as that which is inevitably predetermined. It is destiny. The ultimate outcome, the final course, or state.
So what you're saying is fate is like a roll of the dice, man.
Yes, it's uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. So if I say, I want another 5.
You'd have to roll 6 times. But you cannot control when it will actually be a 5.
I say 5. I am the king. Don't you know this, man? Here it comes.
Fate does not recognize kings.
That's a 2. That is a 2, not a 5.
Yeah.
My God! Fate is true. Fate lives.
I'm sad to say.
You mean that I'm going to be the one that kills my father and sleeps with my mother?
Or that has already happened, sir.
It's already happened?